Welcome back. This is episode 29, and it turns out I'm gonna have to change the name. There's already a This Week in Retro, and that's just weird. So, I have a challenge. Come up with a better name. The name that gets chosen will win free coffee from Chromatic Coffee. So with that being said, put your name ideas in the comment section, and let's get into it. This week we have a Wizards and Warriors PB. An NES game brought back to life, Ready to Rumble boxing, and a YouTube channel shoutout. If you watched the video about PGHGuitarGuy and his journey to becoming the world record holder in Friday the 13th, then you already know he was thinking about starting Wizards and Warriors. And if you haven't seen it yet, maybe you should go do that now.
Do it now. Do it now. Do it.
Now he's starting his new grind, and he's already put up a solid time. After only 101 attempts, they managed to get a 1258, putting them into 14th place on the board.
Oh, sub 13! Yeah! Yeah, buddy! Let's go!
The good news is, they're having a fun time. And there's a high likelihood they keep pushing this time even lower. In fact, I'm willing to bet that we see a podium time from PGH. I played this game quite a bit as a kid and I never knew what I was doing. I just really enjoyed going into the trees and trying to discover new treasures, but I don't think I made any progress. So it's super exciting to see people pick up this game and make it look easy. There was an NES game that was fully designed back in the day, but it just never actually came out. But there's good news for all you point-and-click adventure fans. The design team that originally worked on it is making it a reality. That game is Beyond Shadowgate. The game will only be available for PC. I don't know if they said exactly why, but my guess is just the sheer size of the game is most likely not going to fit on an NES cart. Here's the original Shadowgate on NES compared to Beyond Shadowgate. It's more than 4 times larger than the original game, with tons of new items, puzzles, and more. They are actually going to release an NES cart with a box and manual and a bunch of other cool stuff, but it's just for collection purposes. You can't actually play it. It's really cool looking though. It also looks like they've hit all of their stretch goals. There is a ton of content in this game, and it's expected to release September of 2023. You might recognize this streamer from their times in games like Cube and Ninja Gaiden. Their name? BeardStrength. And they recently started a mini grind in Ready to Rumble boxing on the N64 for the arcade category. After just 7 hours and 371 attempts, they managed to get all the way down to a 3 minute and 18 second time, hitting their goal of sub 3 minute and 20 seconds.
Oh my god! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Their previous PB was exactly a 320, and it had beaten the previous world record held by Steve Zero. Steve's time was a 342, so that's a 24 second time improvement overall. Huge congrats to BeardStrength for getting a new world record. I'm curious if this is going to bring Steve Zero back to the game. Our friend CHX42 started making YouTube content, and it's incredible. Their very first video was all about the NES Metroid world record progression. He currently has 5 world records in that game. He then started 2 different series. One is called Glitch Dive, where he digs into glitches of a game and explains them in detail. The second series is called Weekend Warrior, and how it works is he meets up with a top level speedrunner in a game that he knows nothing about. They then teach him the game, and he proceeds to put up a speedrun time, and it all happens over a weekend.
I've done absolutely no prep work, and I have no idea what I'm doing in this game.
All of his content is beautifully shot and edited. It's well worth your time. The most recent Weekend Warrior had him learning TMNT on the NES with the legend himself, Evil Elfo.
Hey everybody, I'm Evil Elf. I'm a top level runner of TMNT, any percent. I currently have 4th place, and I'm here to show CHX how to get this run done.
And the creepy gas station segment was so good. It was nice to watch him film his progress not just in the game, but he actually took the time to film his journey driving to the location and stopping at random places, and it's just fun. It looks like he's been releasing about a video a month, and I'm really looking forward to more content from him. thank y'all so much for hanging out with me, and I really hope you go check out my friend CHX. It's crazy. I've been watching a lot of YouTube content, especially once I decided to dive fully into content creation, and it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of people promoting other people's stuff on YouTube, which is, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because people might view this as like competition, or maybe they just don't think about it, but we'll all get better together if we just help each other grow. That being said, thank you again for hanging out with me. The one thing you can't get back is your time, so I always appreciate you spending your time with me. But it's equally important, in fact, it's more important that you take time for yourself. Happiness, self-love, it all starts with you. So even taking a moment to just exist as a human and just enjoy the fact that you get to be you. I love you all so much, and I'll see you soon. This has been episode 29 of, I don't know, you decide. I'll see you next week.